Hello, everyone, and on today's episode on Beck's Best Bets, I'm going to provide you my early AFC West predictions. The team I have finishing first in the division is the Los Angeles Chargers. This would be their first divisional championship since 2009, as Kansas City has won the division the last few seasons. There is good reason to be optimistic if you're a Chargers fan. They bring back a lot of their receiving talent, like wide receivers Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, tight end Jared Cook, and even running back Austin Eckler. This was a Chargers team that was very efficient in the passing game, finishing third overall in passing offense last season. On the defensive side, the Chargers acquired elite linebacker Khalil Mack from the Chicago Bears. I believe that this will help balance the defense as well as help take off pressure from defensive end Joey Bosa, and it will also assist a defense that struggled particularly in the run defense, finishing 30th overall last season. Another reason to be optimistic for the Chargers is because 5 out of their 8 losses last season were one-possession games, which indicate a high level of competitiveness to me, even in their losses. The reason why I give the Chargers over the edge of the Chiefs is because last year when they played in Kansas City, the Chargers controlled majority of that game, winning that game, and in the second game in Los Angeles, the Chargers let the game slip away in the second half and overtime and seemed to have control in most of the second half. The next team we'll look at in the AFC West is the Kansas City Chiefs. I have the Chiefs finishing second in the AFC West this season because I think they'll be impacted by the receiving talent that they lost in the offseason. This includes Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins, Byron Pringle to the Chicago Bears, some of Mahomes' favorite targets, to name a few. While the Chiefs did acquire Juju Smith-Schuster this offseason, Schuster struggled last season with only 129 yards and 1 touchdown with the Pittsburgh Steelers last season. Even bringing in a veteran like Schuster, it will take time for Mahomes and him to mesh together and gain rhythm, and I think this might be a struggle early on in the season, similar to what happened in 2021. The reason why I have the Chiefs finishing over the Las Vegas Raiders is because when the two teams played in 2021, the Chiefs outscored the Raiders 89-23 in both matchups. Until the Raiders can help neutralize the Chiefs' passing offense and make games more competitive, it's reasonable to expect that the Kansas City Chiefs will not finish lower than the Raiders. The next team I'll be looking at in the AFC West is the Las Vegas Raiders, who I have finishing third in the division. I'm absolutely thrilled to have Devontae Adams, wide receiver, one of the best in the league, join the Raiders and reunite with his old college quarterback, Derek Carr. Knowing that these two have had a history together, I don't anticipate it'll take long for these two to click. Thus, I don't anticipate struggles early on in the season in the passing game. This move will benefit Las Vegas because star tight end Darren Waller was battling injuries last season, which forced a lot more attention on other star wide receiver Hunter Renfrow. On the defensive side, I was impressed with the Raiders acquiring Chandler Jones from the Arizona Cardinals, as he and other defensive end Max Crosby are considered 2 of the most elite pass rushers in the NFL. The areas that I need to see improvement from the Raiders is their offensive line, or as Raiders fans call it, car insurance. The offensive line struggled mightily last season, giving up 40 sacks last season. On the defensive side, in order for the Raiders to keep up with the explosive offenses in the division, they're going to need to acquire an elite cornerback or safety to help out the defense. The reason why I still remain skeptical of the Raiders is despite them going 11-7 last season, 6 of their wins last season came on the final play of the game. The last team on my list is the Denver Broncos, who I have finishing 4th in the AFC West. Many fans of the orange and blue are already comparing this Denver team with the Broncos team that won Super Bowl 50 with Peyton Manning after acquiring Russell Wilson, elite quarterback, from the Seattle Seahawks. While Wilson is an elite quarterback, you must consider he is now 33 years old and isn't quite as athletic and mobile as he once was when he won Super Bowl 48 in Seattle. Similar to the Raiders, the key to Denver's success will be the offensive line. Last year in Seattle, Wilson's team allowed an egregious 46 sacks last year. Denver's offensive line wasn't that much better, allowing 40 sacks last season. I am also concerned now that tight end Noah Fant is gone when he was in the trade package to get Wilson. Fant had 5 touchdowns last season, the second most on Denver's roster. There's still reason to be optimistic, of course, if you're a Broncos fan, as they still have Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver, young talent, as well as running back Melvin Gordon. If the Broncos can protect Wilson and establish a balanced offense, I can surely see the Broncos being a competitive team. Hi, if you enjoyed the content you just listened to, make sure to give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and also feel free to comment your own AFC West predictions below as well. And remember, make sure to hit that casino to cash in on the expertise you acquired.